Welcome back to the channel, everybody, and to another Fortnite tips and tricks video. And this one's going to be how to win every game of Fortnite 0 builds with all medallions. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. So this video I landed at one of my favorite drop spots, which would be the Underworld. I really like landing at this spot because it is on the edge of the map. It is a very popular POI with a mythic boss and a medallion, but I can also get all of the god chests very quickly, which will help to give me a loot advantage over all the other players who decided to also land here. So at this point, I've already looted 2 of the god chests, and now I hear 2 other players having a fight close by. Gotta get a peek at what's going on. I see that they are both occupied, and I quickly clean up and steal 1 kill from the one guy, then take out the other one. I then loot up a little bit more, and end up coming across a Purple Reaper sniper rifle, which I was contemplating on picking up, and I decided to leave it for now, but I do believe I do come back for it shortly after. Then I head over across the way and jump up to hit the 3rd god chest. This chest rewards me with the Purple Gatekeeper shotgun. Now I'm completely rocking, have really awesome loot, and I do decide to go back and grab that purple sniper rifle I came across earlier. The reason why I was going to leave it before was because I'm not a fan of the hollow scope on it and prefer a sniper scope. Afterward, I jump down to the bottom level and head down the corridor here to go and check the 4th god chest behind the stairs. This chest contains nothing useful for me in this case, as I already have a pretty awesome loadout. I ended up looting the lower levels of the underworld a little bit more, and then I headed all the way up the stairs to the boss room to start the boss. I also ended up finding a tactical AR, a green one, during this, which I decided to run as this was the first day it was added to the game. Before starting the boss, I used my dashes to get up high to the upper level to check the 5th and final god chest, and now it's time to start the fight with Hades. So while this slaughterfest goes on in the background, I just want to take a moment to explain why I haven't been posting videos as much recently. Life's been a little bit more busy recently than it has been in the past while, so that is one of the main reasons. And it's also sometimes discouraging to kind of make Fortnite content near the end of the season, since if you make a video, it might only be really relevant for maybe a couple more days or another week, because the whole entire game is about to change. Even my YouTube analytics has been telling me to try to make more evergreen content that people will watch all year around. So that is why I haven't been uploading as frequently as I once was. Now, speaking of evergreen content, I have also been working on a new kind of content, and that video should be coming out fairly soon. So do keep an eye open for that. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. So now let's get back to the bread and butter of this video. So part of the reason why I prefer to go to Underworld first, instead of heading at Grim Gate like most other people do, is because when you land here first, it's usually more likely to be in the storm first, so you have less time to actually usually do this boss fight, and it's also less contested. I generally almost always have more than enough time to make it to Grim Gate before someone has finished the boss, or just as they're finishing the boss, because there's always so many people trying the 3rd party Grim Gate that you actually do have a lot of time to get there, even if you land at the Underworld first. Plus, since Cerberus spawns all those wolves, they drop meat, so you're always going to have a lot of health, even if you have to fight Grim Gate and Storm. So after finishing the fight with Hades and his minions, I ended up using the green water to quickly get over to Grim Gate, and then I noticed a set of footprints on my visual audio, so I thought someone was sneaking up on me, so I went to go find them. This guy's kind of hiding in the ledge here, and he immediately tried to clinger me for some reason. Not too sure why the play was there. He was probably actually just waiting to try to clinger the person who's fighting Cerberus instead of actually trying to just fight Cerberus himself. I'm not too sure why people like to rat so much around these bosses instead of just fighting them. I mean, if you're too afraid to fight the boss yourself, then what makes you think that you're going to be able to survive with the medallions and everybody pushing you? I don't know. I just don't get it. Anyways, that's the one more rat gone out of the lobby. So now I pop out and see the guy who's fighting Cerberus. I go to take a sniper shot and I miss. So I jump up to the ledge and then jump down to throw him off, and we get into a quick fight here. Use all my shotgun shots and then switch over to Hades SMG and completely fry him. And then he actually drops 2 medallions. And as you can see, there's even still a couple of his wolves running around. So like I said earlier, you definitely have more than enough time to make it to this POI after fighting the Underworld first. So now it's just me and Cerberus here. I ended up picking up the Warforged AR instead of reloading my TAC AR again to finish off the fight here as quickly as possible, as I'm also worried that someone's going to be showing up to try this third party who's riding outside the POI. After the fight is finished, I quickly grab the medallion, grab the mythic shotgun, and heal up as quickly as possible, and now my main goal is to leave this POI, preferably the whole entire underworld area, as soon as possible. And here's where I actually realized, oh shoot, I actually have all 4 medallions this game. So when you're carrying all the medallions, you definitely want to be playing your game a little bit differently than you normally would, as you're broadcasting your location to basically a pinpoint on the map. So every single other player in this lobby knows exactly where you are at all times. They're all going to be trying to take you out and third party you, most likely from a distance, or trying to snipe you from a distance because they don't want to get near you. And some players may even just avoid you because they're going to think that you're a gigasweat because you have all 4 medallions and they're going to be afraid of you. So now, I ended up seeing the Meowscles NPC was not hired. He's not my favorite NPC, but I hire him anyways just because he will be a distraction if people are trying to push me and I have all the medallions. And I catch this guy running down the hill towards the tunnel, take 3 sniper shots, and 3rd time's the charm, I actually end up hitting him with that nasty headshot and send him back to the lobby. So always remember this. You're going to miss every shot that you don't take. So you have a sniper rifle, just take the shot. So next, I made my way towards some shooting I seen on the map that was near a bunker, which was just opened up recently. And I see the guy fleeing in a car, so I immediately used my jumps and dashes, trying to give chase and to shoot his car to apply pressure, but he ends up getting away. I still keep being bloodthirsty and hungry and keep running, see him down, and I see somebody, possibly him, on airbending, moving around. So I try to just keep taking some sniper shots at him, and I get wind of a couple other fights in the area, one more near the Meowscles house, and I keep just jumping around like one of the Mario Brothers, like idiot, trying to shoot sniper bullets at ants. I probably shouldn't have done this with all 4 medallions. I'm amazed that someone just didn't come up behind me and just snipe me, but I guess I was lucky in this game. So yeah, don't do this. You have all the medallions, because I had no chance of hitting any of these shots, and I really didn't hit any of them. So I should have just moved off my game much earlier, and I spent way too much time here. So don't do this. At this point, I realized I've wasted too much time here, and I decided it's time to go. So I head over towards the bunker to hopefully try and modify my weapons. Now, as soon as I get to this bunker, I decide to try to go down inside. I'm immediately taken off guard, and I see a person's NPC squatting there. So I immediately just run, slide down the stairs, and then run around behind the guy, and just take him out with my shotgun. That is why the Zeus medallion is actually so very underrated, as it makes people way harder to track and shoot at because they are just moving so quickly. Now here's a cool little trick you could use if you're ever stuck in the bottom of a bunker and have both the aspect of speed and aspect of agility medallions. Just simply sprint, jump, and then dash again to throw off your opponent so they don't know where you're going to be shooting them from. You could also do this with banana and underworld dashes. So after taking out bunker camper A and bunker camper B, I start getting shot at by someone else off the distance. I can't really see them too well due to the hill. I take a couple quick scope sniper shots, miss both, dash behind him, start shooting with the TAC AR, pulls out firebending, and I quickly get that elimination. At this point, I see a banana on the ground. I decide just to eat it, even though I don't need any more speedy boost in running, but I do it anyway, just in case, because why not? Next I come across this car. You might be wondering, why did I ping a car when I'm playing solos? Well, because I can tell that car has a skin on it, as it's another player's car, and if someone's sitting in the passenger seat, you won't be able to ping a car. So that's a good little trick. Now, here's why you should sit in the passenger seat of a car if you're sitting in one. As you see, I see visual audio of a car right here, and there's a guy just sitting in the driver's seat, and he jumps right out the driver's side door, and I know exactly which side he's coming out of, and I quickly get that elimination. This player should have switched seats and then jumped out of the car, or just been sitting in the passenger seat to begin with, or maybe even just drove away. Again, I don't know what's with all the campers in this game. So next I see another guy in the same car. As I said, that's a car skin. Driving on past. This is going to be ending this game soon. I decide to just grief his car and shoot at it a little bit. Next I get another visual audio of someone airbending. He jumps up right over me. I drop my shotgun to 14 damage. I try to shoot him with Hades SMG. Now this thing's no good at all at any type of long range. And it has bad damage drop off, so don't even try it. Next I go to push the guy in the car that I was shooting at. I dash over towards him. I keep shooting at him, I go to reload, and then he gets killed by his car blowing up. GG's to him. He did have a cool car though, I have to say. I like that setup he had going on. Clean and simple customizations of your car always tend to look fresh. So after reloading and healing, I immediately dash back over towards a vehicle because it's getting close to endgame. There's only 3 players remaining, and I want to have some form of cover as everybody knows exactly where I am, and I am likely going to be focused by the lobby. And as you see, someone is sniping at me. He ends up shooting out one of my tires, making it a little bit more difficult for me to drive, but I'm still just going to keep going towards zone. Then I get footprints, indicator for visual audio, then there's another player behind a rock, so I jump out of my car, dash over to close the gap and take that fight, as there's cover around between trees and that rock, and then as soon as I'm done that fight, I immediately just run and dash and get away and start using my flowberry fizz because I know there was somebody trying to snipe at me previously when I was driving in that car. So the last thing I want to be doing is trying to reload my weapons or heal or check a loot pile out in the open. And now I see indicator that he was airbending near me, so I use my jumps and dashes in order to close the gap and get into a fight with him. And I go to dash, but I dash a little too far and fall off the cliff. Now we're kind of close range, weird cliffside 50-50. I end up dashing backwards, put some distance between us, and I end up getting the better of him and winning the fight, and it's GD's. And that is how you win a game when you have all 4 medallions, and I end up having 12 eliminations in that game as well. So my final thoughts and advice for the Fortnite player here: stop camping. Stop camping around boss locations. Stop camping in bunkers, especially if you have an NPC hired that's just going to give you away. Stop camping in cars, especially if you're not sitting in the passenger seat, and just actually play the game instead of just camping. I don't understand it. It's like people think they're playing ranked when they're only playing pubs. Anyways, that'll be it for this video. I'm Big Papa Smurf 187. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like for the algorithm, subscribe if you haven't already, and leave a comment down below on what you thought of this video, or maybe even what you thought of this Fortnite season, or if you have any video ideas for me on what type of video that you would like to see next. And since you made it this far in this video, I will spill the beans on what the next video is going to be about on my channel. It's going to be a Lego Fortnite themed video. I'm still going to be doing Battle Royale content as well, so you don't have to worry about that. I just had a lot of fun with the recent Star Wars update in Lego Fortnite, and I'm enjoying playing it, and Fortnite Battle Royale for the end of this season has been kind of stale. But with the new season around the corner, I am quite excited to get back into full swing and putting out videos more regularly, and I hope to see y'all there. Take care, and have fun gaming.